Goeienaand, good evening, fellow South Africans and citizens of the world. Now, this is a shout out to Roberto, who drew my attention to this information, which is quite fascinating. And it's about the most violent cities in the world. And 3 of South Africa's major cities make the top 50 in the world, and we'll get to that in a second. But first of all, Cape Town is the 11th most violent city by murder, this is by murder rate, in the world. There are only 3 other countries that feature higher than Cape Town in the top 10. Because Cape Town is number 11. And those countries are Mexico, Venezuela, and Brazil. Now, we all know that Venezuela is a basket case, so it's basically where South Africa's going, so they're in the same basket there. Mexico, yep, that's an incredibly dangerous place to live. And Brazil, Brazil is not a good place to be, but South Africa is now amongst them. And this is according to a report brought out by the Mexican Council for Public Safety and Criminal Justice. Okay, let's have a look at what the information says. The report lists the 50 most violent cities by the number of murders per 100,000. People only considering cities with populations exceeding 300,000 where murder statistics are made available. As with previous years, the majority of the world's most violent cities are in the Americas, particularly Mexico and South America, which is what I've just talked about. South Africa has the dubious honor of being the only non-American country listed. In the 2018 list, Cape Town ranked 11th with a murder rate of 66.4 per 100,000 people, far worse than the 62.3 per 100,000 people in 2017. In 2018, Cape Town had a population of 4,322,000 and 2,868 homicides. That's a huge number of murders. I mean, that's something like getting close to 10 a day. In the whole of South Africa, it's nearly 60 a day. In South Africa, 2 other cities are listed outside of Cape Town. They are Durban and Nelson Mandela Bay. Nelson Mandela Bay saw its murder rate worsen from 37.5% per 100,000 in 2017 to 39.2 per 100,000 in 2018, making it again the second most violent city in the country. It ranked 45th globally. In 2018, Nelson Mandela Bay had a population of 1,220,000 people and 478 homicides. Durban's murder rate also increased marginally from 38.1 per 100,000 in 2017 to 38.5 per 100,000 in 2018. However, its position on the overall list improved from 44th in 2017 to 47th in 2018. In 2018, Durban had a population of 4,055,000 people and 1,562 homicides. Despite its reputation for high levels of crime, Johannesburg's murder rate not high enough to be ranked among the top 50. Joburg was featured in the rankings in 2015 when it ranked 47th. In 2018, the South African Police Service published crime stats for 2017 and 2018, revealing an unsettling increase in the number of murders taking place in South Africa over the period. According to the South African Police Service, there were 20,336 murders in South Africa between April 2017 and March 2018, a 7% increase from the previous year. This puts the country's murder rate at close to 36 people per 100,000 population, with Police Minister Bekisele noting that 57 people are being murdered each day. A further breakdown of the data showed that murders of women and children have also increased accordingly, for just under 20% of all murders. 7 of the 10 worst precincts in the country are in the Western Cape. Now that's really interesting. And you know, there's the statistics that they left off here. What about white farm murders? That's over 200 per 100,000. That puts it in the same category as the worst city in the world, which is Tijuana. They have a murder rate of, in fact, it's way above that. Tijuana has a murder rate of 138.26 per 100,000. White farmers, over 200 per 100,000. It is quite extraordinary. I'll put a link below to the report. I have to warn you that it is in Spanish, but you can translate it, I guess. But right at the bottom, you'll find the chart with the worst cities in the world when it comes to murders. All right, guys, have a great evening, and please remember to subscribe to be kept informed. Oh, and by the way, we have just hit 29,000 subscribers. Cheers, guys.